everyone, I have some awesome news for you guys today. Okay, for those of you who remember, in October, PremiumKnittingLooms.com, CinDWood Looms, they did their first ever fine gauge loom. They started with a launch of the Knitted Knockers loom. And it went over so well, and the requests just started flooding in for more fine gauge looms. So here we are. These are the fine gauge looms that are getting ready to come out. Okay, you'll have your option between the 3/8 inch gauge 80 peg adult hat loom, or the 1/4 inch gauge 120 peg adult hat loom. Now you gotta excuse me, I could not wait to do the video before I got something on this loom and started it out, which I'm using just it's actually alpaca yarn that I'm using, and as you can see, this is between a 2 and a 3, so it's a very fine gauge yarn. Right now they are in their pre-orders, so I'll just read what they have on their website. So for the adult fine gauge hat looms, pre-orders are taken from November 1st to November 30th. Fine gauge adult hat looms will be shipped by December 15th. Pre-orders must be ordered separately from other orders. To pre-order, what you do is you send an email to info@CinDWoodLooms.com, subject pre-order. All this info will be in the description below, of course. You want to include your name, state, zip code, the quantity and gauge of loom you want to order. You'll be sent an invoice, shipping calculated according to your zip code, and orders will be shipped according to the date of invoice paid. Regular stock of this loom will not occur until January 2016. So regular price for the looms in tan pegs, which is what this is for either gauge, is $35. If you want the pink, it's $37. Again, all this info will be in the description below. If this is something you want before Christmas, you're going to have to do a pre-order for them. They will not have them in stock until January. Now, what is awesome about these looms is that the pegs are tiny, and they're made from the same stuff the other pegs are, so they have a little bit of give to them, but they're very durable. They're actually opening up pretty much a market that you don't really see. Most of your knitting looms that you buy are a large gauge loom, so you want to use a bulky or super bulky yarn with it, or run 2 strands of your number 4 worsted weight yarn. With these, you don't have to do that. As you can see, look how tiny this yarn is that I'm running with this. And so I finally have looms small enough to use my lovely fancy alpaca yarn with. So I'm very, very, very excited for these looms, and a lot of the designers, me included, are currently working on patterns so that in December, when these looms come out and when you get the looms, you'll already be able to go to PremiumKnittingLooms.com and find patterns already made up for these looms. Awesome looms, very excited about it. If you want them, you need to put your pre-order in as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you guys get the looms and what you think of them.